Welcome back. Let's now start working on this project 2 of this section. In this small project, we are going to build a UI component, that is the modal window. We can see here by opening and clicking one of these buttons. So I'm sure you have seen this kind of component all over the place. Let me just show you. And it's simply the window here basically, and this layover, as you can see when we click the buttons here, usually it says 3 buttons. When we click here, it displays the layover window, which gives this modal window. And basically we can close this window by 2 types, basically by clicking this into, or else by clicking outside this window. So I'm sure you have seen this functionality on the web pages, and that works well. And finally we can close this window by escape key. And now this is very simple and easy to build. Probably it is easier than it looks, but still it will be very useful to learn how to work with the classes. And it's super important because manipulating classes is actually the main way in which we manipulate web pages. Okay, here I have the code from previous, right? So previous terminal it is running. So let me just go ahead and uh, delete this live server. So basically you can do that by using this here kill terminal. Okay, or else you can go and turn off this go live as well. So when we run, see, here the port doesn't work, so our terminal was closed here. So we'll just close it up, and then we'll go ahead and open up the starter files of this model project. Here we have the file. Now let's get to work. We'll actually start by selecting everything that we're going to need for this project. So that's usually what we do. When we build a project like this, we select the elements that we need, and then we store the selections into variables. Okay, then we use them over and over again. So that's way better than selecting the elements same like we did in the last project. So I didn't want to overcomplicate stuff, so and do too many things at the same time. So I just selected all the stuff multiple times, but again this time we'll have all the necessary selections. So let's take a look at our HTML file here. So here in this document starter file, here we have HTML file, prettier JavaScript, and style CSS. So let's now have a look at this HTML file. So here when you go to this HTML file, you can see the description for this modal window, and here you can see the buttons, 3 buttons as well. And here we have the classes of the buttons, and as well here the layover for the class. So as I've mentioned, like here the content is hidden right now in the button class, as you can see here model, and it is hidden right now, so it is not getting. So let me just go to this style. So yeah, as you can see here the class hidden, so it is showing display none. So right now it is not showing anything unless we click it. So in this project we'll work with the classes. So basically this means that we'll not create the HTML for modal window using JavaScript. It is already there. We'll do is to show it and to hide it according to the click of buttons. So here we need to do is to select the model, and then to overlay the model, and then close the button. Okay, let's do that. So let's go to this JavaScript. Here we'll write our code. So basically here we'll create a constant with new variables. So here we'll say model, and it's a document dot query selector. Here we are using the, see, as you can see here in the HTML model, so we are going to select that. Okay, similarly we'll select this as well, overlay. Same as well, overlay class here we are going to select. and then here we'll create button close modal. Okay, document.query selector. Here we select the class close modal, and also we will create one more variable, constant button open modal. So for this, here we will take the show modal. So let's just cross verify these with the HTML document classes. So here we took the modal here we took the modal class in the first case. Okay, it is correct. And then in the overlay, here we took the overlay class. Okay, it is correct. And then here we took the close modal, right? So close modal class, it was correct. And then here to open button show modal, as you can see, yeah, in this button class show modal we have, so we have taken that, right? So now let's go ahead and, so what we'll do is he'll go and create the new terminal. So we'll say live server. See, as you can see, it is the live server for us right now. Or else you can do one more method is go ahead and click this go live, and then it gets the live terminal, the port. So what I did was this terminal way. So yeah, this way. So let's go ahead and console this to log. Button open modal wheel console. See, when we just inspect this our modal window, so here we are calling out open modal, right? Button open modal, but it in our HTML code, as you can see here, we are calling out three buttons, right? But when we call out these three buttons here in the live server, it is just coming out only the one button, right? So see here, it is getting selected only the first button, show modal, right? So now you see the limitation of the query selector for the first time. So whenever we use the query selector with the selector which casually matches multiple elements, only the first one will get executed, but we need to select multiple. For that we use the query selector all. Okay, here you use the query selector all. Let's go ahead and refresh this page. As you can see right now, it is showing the three buttons which is in the node list. Okay, here the node list is like an array. It is not exactly an array, but now it works as though but it was an array. Example, let's say all of these buttons here that we can simply loop through the node list and do something with them. For that, let's do that using the for loop. For, let's say, we are taking I here, I equals to 0. Okay, here we are declaring I greater than button open modal dot length. So this is like an array only, right? So it is going to get this length from this node list. Okay, and then I plus plus. Okay, in this case, let's go ahead and console.log button open modal, and then also we want to declare, let's go ahead and let me just declare it first. As you can see, here we are getting Let me just turn it off here. As you can see, now it is getting declared 3 times, right? So in order to get us the output, here we need to do this. As you can see, right now it is displaying the 3 buttons. As you can see, show model 1, show model 2, show model 3. So these 3 buttons are getting displayed. So this is the way how we write the query selector all. So here we can remove this brackets because there is no if statements declaring, right? So we are just declaring after the for loop, just directly console.log. So there is no need to write this brackets as well here. So we want, let's say we want to log the text content as well. So we don't want our output to be everything it is showing in the button class. We just want show model 1, 2, 3, right? So here we'll declare in our console.log dot operator dot text content. Let me save it. See, right now we are getting the just the value of this. So right now we are getting the name of this buttons. So this is how we get the output. So what we just did here was to log their text content. So that's it for this video. Let's move on to next.